Good afternoon, potato chips. How are you? It's wee Paddy from across the shuck, and this is a comeback video, and this is off a newish company over here in Northern Ireland. This is Dreadnought Forge. Now he's on Instagram. I shall give you all his details down below in the description. It's Jimmy, he's called, and he makes amazing fixed blades. He has his portfolio is growing and growing, and some of the pictures you'll see of his knives are lovely. Now, I have previously shown you this one with a mirror polished blade. This is a beautiful fixed blade and has turned out to be one of my favorites. And this is what I would call more, I know it's got that sort of aggressive clip style, but this is a great camp knife. You can get this, look at the gap, you can have so much. You could do kitchen work, you could do absolutely anything, feather sticks, the lot. This is a stocky little knife for around a camp for all those, I'm not going to say lighter tasks, but just little jobs around the camp. And I absolutely love this. Now, this is a knife we're going to look at today. This is one of the two that he sent me. Now, he sent me both these knives for the channel, and he said pick one, give one away to your subscribers, which I thought was brilliant. This is the one that's going to be in the giveaway. I'm keeping the other one. I love it, really do like it. They both come with a beautiful, and I'm just going to get up, and this is red line. You can, I'm sure you can get that in whatever color you want, but it goes with a black micarta, beautifully stitched, simple loop through on your belt. Beautiful thickness. Look at the thickness and the detail in that. That is gorgeous. There is a plastic, I'm not even too sure. I think there's a plastic insert. Although, now that I'm feeling it, I actually don't think it is. It's just a good solid bit of leather. It really is well done. And you have a nice drain hole at the end of it. But even the welt and everything about it is first class. So that will come with either or most of his knives, I believe. So what are you getting? This is a small clip point. Now, you don't often see these in fixed blades, or should I say, I haven't often seen a small clip point fixed blade. It's that same stock again. It's about, what, 3mm? God, maybe even 3.5. But it's just a beautiful little blade. Now, it's a small knife, and I have a specific use for this knife. And I think a lot of us will. Look, it's a 3-inch blade. The cutting is under 3 inches. The handle is just about 4.25. It's just a gorgeous size. In the hand, it is so comfortable. And although there isn't a lot of grip on the G10, it is lovely in the hand. And because of this little ridge here, which really doesn't affect your holding, you do not feel it. It goes between the two fingers and it gives you that grip. So if you're poking, and I have poked with this quite a lot. Now, I have resharpened this. I've been using it. Bearing in mind that these were prototypes that Jimmy had sent me out. It was a very shallow sort of grind. I've resharpened it at 20 degrees, which I think is that you can really not. I have there you go. I have redone that there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually convex this so that when you get it, and this is the one that I'm going to be doing the giveaway, but it's going to be going towards, it's such a lovely knife. It's going to be going towards my 10,000 sub giveaway. If I get there, I'm only about 1,000 off it now. And we're going to hit 10,000. So I'm going to have a big giveaway. And I'm going to do it until then. And I'm going to start putting knives away. I have a couple of lovely knives. But this is just the initial one that I'm going to start you off with. This will be in the giveaway, sheath and all. It's beautiful. But I'll convex this between now and then. I'll have this blade absolutely stunning. It is, let me just tell you, it is razor sharp at 20 degrees. It is just a beautiful little cutting blade. Not that you're going to cut a lot of paper up with it, but if you want to do cardboard boxes, look, this is nearly an around the house knife. Cardboard boxes. The other thing it's great for, see if you're opening cement bags and things like that, you work on a building site, or even around your house with peat bags, and you want to poke, you want a knife that you can stick in and rip your peat bags open. This is what I believe this knife was built for. It's a little solid. You know, it's not a delicate tip, but it'll pierce anything. It's just a great little smaller yard knife, if you like. But I love it. In hand, it is so secure. Ripping through boxes, anything like that, this will do it. And I think the convex edge in this is going to be the best edge because I think it's a bit more stability of an edge for getting through and ripping, poking, and you're not going to damage the edges quickly. So that's what you're going to get. I honestly believe the construction of it is just beautiful. Lovely red liners in there, which match your sheath. And I'm sure, look, he makes them all custom, so it's just a matter of contacting him. And I'm sure he can put different colour liners to go with stitching and sheaths, all that sort of thing that you're going to get from a custom maker. Now, bearing in mind, this is somebody who's just starting out and it's still passion rather than a business as such. Although, obviously, he wants to sell knives. There's no doubt about that. But it is very much so a passion. And some of the knives he's knocking out now, when you go on Instagram, just check some of them. And the handle scales he put on. These are just basic for me because he had not done either of these two shapes. And you can see them both side by side. Don't let the camera angle, if I put these down, they're very similar in length. This is actually a bit of a shorter handle, but I still get a full 4 fingers, no problem on this one. But again, because it's custom, you can get them built whatever size you want. But you can see the difference in the blade, and this is a mirror finish, this is more of a satin finish. So that's the differences in them two knives. But this as a work knife, and a real good, honest to goodness work knife, not a gimmicky one, not one that you want to stick up on your shelf, unless that's what you want to do. But I just believe this is classic. Jimmy has really made a cracking work knife. I'm really sorry to be giving this away, but I've plenty of other knives. So the fact that it's going to one of my subs in my 10,000 giveaway is really, really pleasing to me. It's the first of many. There'll probably be about 3 or 4 very good knives being given away in that 10,000 giveaway. So there we go. That's it. Beautiful knife. Highly recommend it. Again, I'll put it down beside some of the other ones in that category of knife. Just a hard. The blade stock on these two is exactly the same thickness of their handles. Here's a buck 110. So that sort of shows you that they are small for fixed blades. The buck 110, obviously much longer, but nonetheless, it's in that category of a work knife, and these are definitely work knives. This one's probably more for me in a collection type knife. I just love having it. But my carry today, strangely enough, is the LT Wright. So there you go. You know what's lovely about being a knife collector or a knife user? All them blades are just going up in increments of about 1/4 of an inch, maybe a bit bigger to the buck. But isn't it just lovely to be able to go into a drawer, look down and say, that will do the job, that will do the job, that's the perfect one for it. And I just get such a pleasure when I have this class of knife in my... And look, price means nothing. These two are higher end, custom made knives. But the price is nothing. It's the knife itself. And when you put it in your hand and this is a knife I'm going to love. This is a knife I'm going to use. This tiny wee thing, if you just take that, look at the difference in the blade stock. There's not a huge amount of difference, but yet this is a bulldog. This one, the smaller LT Wright, is more just a desktop. I use it for opening packages. It's a wee leather sheath. I just throw it into my pocket as it is in a little leather sheath. Anybody out there do custom sheath could make me a wee custom sheath. I want a really light one so that I can pocket carry this. Please let me know down in the description. Quite happy to pay for one of those. Here's my here's my carry for today. A little number 14. Let's just put that to it. There's a little number 14. Look at that. It's just, but look at the difference. You can see what I'm talking about. It is a bulldog of a knife compared to a little number 14. But carrying these two, what more are you ever going to need on any of our EDC days? Absolutely classic. I really do love it. And again, I put this more as this is the heavy use one out of the two for me. This will be the camp knife, that sort of light duty styles. just because I love the mirror polish and I don't want to wreck it. But this is what I reach for when I want to open bags or break up boxes. Great knife to do for it. And then that lovely little tiny knife. Let's get them all up there. Do you just see the size? And that's what I really enjoy about having a knife collection, is that you can have a complete set of knives. It's like when you go into the kitchen, you have your kitchen knives. These are my working knives. And you have whatever you want as a selection. I'm over the moon, love them. I hope you like the Drop Forge. I am so pleased with Jimmy. Thank you so much for giving this away to my subs. Again, it'll be my 10,000. We're just coming on 9,000 now, so not long to go. And there'll be a fixed blade, there'll be a really high-end locking knife, and there'll be a high-end slip joint. So that's the sort of 3 things that I cover on my channel. If I can give 3 really good ones away, I believe that'll be a nice 10,000 sub prize. All right, folks, take care. Thank you very much for listening to my old waffle. As normal, I'm away. Take care. Bye-bye.